Yeah, we're here, friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I don't fluff my pillow as often as I should. Happy Wednesday, friends. Welcome. We are live. And I need to shimmy, y'all. I have my blinds drawn a little because the sun came in so beautifully, but the sun now is setting and I need to close my blinds. Yeah. Anyone that lives in an apartment building, yeah, you need to keep your blinds closed. People have telescopes and binoculars and all type of devices to spy, and so I'm extra sensitive about that stuff. I'm always really conscious about that stuff. I wouldn't say that I'm paranoid or like, you know, it's to that degree, but what I will say is that I'm mindful. And in the world we live in today, my divine ones, yeah, it's good to be mindful. Anyway, welcome. Happy Wednesday, friends. We are here. We are midweek, just coming off of the holiday weekend, the unofficial end of summer. And so, what are we doing? What's going on with the collective? How is the collective transitioning from summer and going into fall? Like, what are you doing? What are your new goals? What are your new ideas? What are your new plans? What are things that you are putting into practice? What are new goals, new mindsets for many of us? What is the energy of the collective going into this autumn season? Okay, and we know after autumn it's winter, and so how are we preparing for this new season? And what ways are we finding I'm sorry. And what ways are we finding inspiration? And what ways are we preparing? How are we planning? In what ways do we find ourselves cultivating new ideas? Okay? How are we getting rid of old ideas, ideas, behaviors, and people, places, experiences, and things that are just not serving us? And so, in this new autumn season that we are approaching, it's literally the harvest. So, what has the collective done during this summer solstice? What did we plan for? What did we prepare for? And so it's harvest time. It's harvest time, friends. And so let's welcome the harvest. Welcome everyone. This is New Life Raw Evolution. Salute to all of my subscribers. Thank you, friends. I know at many times you friends are so busy. You friends are so ingratiated in just being true, being conscious, being divine, providing love, support to yourself, to your families, to your friends, to your communities. And so I don't judge you, friends, I know that you friends, you catch it when you catch it. And I just hope that when you catch it, you consider it and you listen and you are engaged, and that it doesn't become some monologue, some monotonous monologue where you just kind of go through the motions. I hope that whatever you hear on my channel, my platform, whether it comes from me myself or if I'm just providing content. First and foremost, I hope that my subscribers are engaged, and I hope that first-time viewers are engaged, and I anticipate that many of us are in this weird space, but we know that our current condition is we're not so sure of the future, and so we're working right now with what we have. But I want to say this to you, friends. Let's just not work with what we have. Let's think about the future in a small degree, as to which we can just maybe say one thing that we want to do in our lives, that we want to change, that we want to see come into fruition. And so with that little content, that little, whatever you want to call it, that little idea, that little goal, that little belief, come into, take a little bit and let's put that into action. Okay, let's take a little bit out of the future. So for instance, for example, if you're someone that says you want to become healthier, think about your future healthy self, and not in a whole, just think about one factor of your future healthy self. Okay, well, I'm walking every day, or I'm running every day, or I'm getting up and I'm exercising every day. Listen, I know the diet and all those things come into fruition, and supplements and eating right and all of those things. But let's just take this small factor of the overall future self that you want to see, okay? And take the fact of, you know what, I just want to exercise. I want to see myself healthy as my future self. Okay, so what is one way that you see yourself healthy? Well, I want to work out. And you could be a smoker, you could be a drinker, you can be a nympho, you can be whatever you are. But what is one way that you see yourself healthy in the future? And so you find that one thing, whatever it is, and now you bring that into your present. Mind you, you don't bring the future in, you bring one aspect, okay? And so bring one, let's say 20%, not even 20, because that can be a lot to many people. 10%. What 10% in your future? Show me your future self and tell me, give me 10% of your future self is important. Whether it be a better communicator, whether it be a better mother, a parent, a sibling, whether it be, again, to get healthy, whether it be just to start giving your self-love, self-care, self-esteem, whatever it is that you see in your future self, bring one aspect into your present. And little do you know, friends, that's going to be the catalyst. That's going to be the jump start. That's going to be the game changer for you, whereby you can take that small increment of your future self, bring it into your present. Be the alchemist. We all are alchemists. Be the alchemist
right now, you got
of
the
your
celebrity.
life. And when you're the alchemist of your life, you work with the energies. You work with your guides. You work with the elements. You work with the vibrations. You are awake. And it sounds very easy. And I know that it is not so easy. But in a way, it is easy if you open your mind. Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome. It's 10 minutes. We have no friends here. I was just off camera, was doing some things. But yeah, friends, I'm here. Happy Wednesday. So, hopefully for many of you, you were listening to kind of the intro. Normally, friends, sometimes I play a song, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just start with, some real news, not the fake news, not the stuff you're going to find on CNN or NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, none of that. We're talking about the real news, the things that mainstream media would never report. And so that's why it's important that we all are diligent and that we seek the knowledge and the information that we need. We can't depend on the system. We can't depend on the government. No, we got to depend on people like it's you and me and all of the people with nothing to do, nothing to lose. And it's you and me and all of the people, and I don't know why I can't take my eyes off of you. Oh, goodness. Yeah, is that? No. Is that Three Doors Down? Is that Hooba's thing? Uh, the artists are in my head. Anyway, friends, I digress. Anyway, friends, so for the sake of this video, I'm just coming on here giving like something that's kind of off the cuff. Like I never kind of talk about like, I would say like hood celebrity or hood business. You friends, my subs, you guys and gals, y'all know that's not me. You'll never hear me up here talking about Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. Like, I just don't care. But when I do speak about things that are kind of not so top news, it has relevance, right? It's I can use it in a contextual way that I can describe, explain my point of view, and give my listeners, my subscribers, a sort of context where you get where I'm going, where I'm starting, where I'm going, where we're doing, and etc. So anyway, this video is for the sake, you guys and girls see the title, Never Judge a Book by its cover. And so on the thumbnail, I have a picture with a guy named Queen's Flip and some, just a random civilian, stranger, what have you. So friends, I'll give you a quick little 2-minute synopsis of who Queen's Flip is. So for all of my YouTube world, many subscribers, many content creators, you are aware of this guy named Queen's Flip. He is a content creator. I know him from earlier on doing skits, I'm sorry, where he would be like this overly bully, aggressive type of guy, and he would come and knock people's food out, or, even with artists like Dipset and other artists, he would run in their studio or see them at the gym and just like attack them and stuff like that, and it was cute or whatever, stupid. And so ultimately, I looked at it like, all right, it's content, but this guy is lame. He's whack, like literally. And I don't know if he's literally from Queens with the name Queen's Flip. I don't know if he's like what part of New York he's from, but I'm from Brooklyn, and so shout out to Queens. Zip, my guy Zip with the drip. He I saw Zip with the drip. Well, he's not my guy, but he's a content creator from Queens. And a fella that I started following a few years ago. And, I found that guy when I was kind of going through, kind of some transitions in my life. And so he brought me a lot of, happiness, humor, all that type of stuff. So shout out to Zip with the drip. It's PCP, Pit Cat Posse for life, Zip Ties, Drip Squad. Y'all already know what's going on. The Trinity, Couch, lamp mirror. Shout out to my guys with the drip. Yeah. Um, and so anyway, the guy Queens Flip, I don't know if he's from Queens, but whatever. So this guy, he has over 1 million+ followers on YouTube or whatever. And so like I said, I know him from doing these over the top skits, a little cheesy for my taste. Um, he always, the energy he was giving me was like a chubby, lame dude or whatever. That's no disrespect. I'm no Queen of Sheba, but I'm just saying. But anyway, so let's get back to the nature of the video. So never judge a book by its cover. And so I say that to say that this whole guy, Queen's Flip, like I said, I don't know the guy, but I just thought he was a lame overall. Me coming from Brooklyn, I don't know, I'm a Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, Biggie Smalls, Jade, Lil Kim, Fox, that's my whole era. Yeah, I'm born in 80, just turned 45. Anyway, so I feel like, I'm Yanti material. Like, I could talk about what I need to talk about because I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I felt the guy was a little lame. And so now, fast forward to 2025, I don't live in Brooklyn, New York anymore. I live in New Jersey. And so, but aside from that, I haven't been in a parade in probably 20-something years, right? I'm 45. So maybe the last parade I went to, I was maybe 19. So over 20-something years. Anyway, I'm on YouTube. I come across Queen's Flip thing. And normally, like, I don't even think I even came across this guy's, like, his page or anything like that. Again, I saw it in passing, shorts, whatever. So I see it, but because it's the Labor Day parade, and I'm like, wow, my hometown is Brooklyn. I'm like, okay, let me see the parade, whatever. Let me get a little nostalgia going on. And so I go on, I check out his video. And so I see him, at the beginning of the parade and throughout the time. But me personally, I read energy, friends. It's not about just, physical. So it doesn't matter what a person looks like, says, whatever. I read energy. And so throughout the morning, he started at the parade, right? In the morning with Milfy. Shout out to Milfy. I don't know Milfy, but she was the nice, baddie that he had with him. I don't know the circumstances, I don't care, but she was just a cool chica sister. Shout out to you, Milfy. But anyway, so now they start out in Brooklyn. Himself, his bodyguard, and Milfy, which is a young lady, a beautiful young lady. And so everything's fine, whatever, and they start out. And so, friends, I got the video, actually, of the whole confrontation or whatever. And so I'm going to play the video for you, friends. But even before I saw the confrontation, just watching this gentleman along in the parade, people recognizing him, people being very happy to see him. And again, I'm a super empath, intuitive, whatever. So all those things mean nothing to me. I'm just reading his energy, even through the internet. That's what my gift is. I'm able to really read. And so I'm seeing the brother and I'm like, wow, I'm feeling his energy and I'm going along with him. And I'm like, wow, suddenly, even before everything, like, it's like the picture I had of him, just like, boom, it changed, it shifted. And suddenly I was able to see this man for his true nature outside of the skits, because in the skits it was just weird, corny. And I'm not mad. That's how that man got his weight up. Shout out to him. Very creative. It was something different. It was something, that really wasn't seen. It was something that was kind of, understood, especially within, urban culture and stuff, right? The Joneses, the this, the that. And so, snatches and all that stuff back in the day, the sykes, oh, the gills, all those type of things. It's very indicative of that. So I was just like, okay, I'm not mad at the man, but like I said, it was a little goofy and lame to me. But again, getting back to the point, friends, I was like, wow. So I'm reading this guy's energy. I'm like, wow, this man is a real good person. Like, he's a real, like, cool dude. And so as the video progressed and as the day progressed, then here comes a freaking weirdo out of the sky, some big 6'5" doofy, dusty, and I hate to talk about people like that, but in fact, listen, friends, I gotta do another video about who we are and the energies and the vibrations and this and that, because everyone is us, but everyone's not us, but everyone is us, if you know. But anyway, so I feel like the way Flip handled himself, it was exemplary. He still stood on business, and again, I don't promote violence. It's whack, it's corny, but again, I'm a New Yorker, I'm a Brooklynite, to be exact. And so, I wouldn't expect anything less from that man. But given the goofy skits and stuff, I mean, like I said, before all of that, I knew what I knew. And it's like I kind of knew who he was before that. And so that situation, because they say a person's actions will tell you who they are, right? And so I already felt who he was, but then the actions, I guess, cemented it, confirmed it. Yeah. And so anyway, shout out to Queen's Flip. Shout out to your security. I see people were going in and they were like, oh, Queen's Flip, his security, how they got up on him and this. And I'm saying to myself, listen, that man ain't Hollywood. He didn't have security there like, oh, protect me. He was telling the security, yo, back up. And I'm not doing that to be like, oh, he's super gangster. He's super tough. Nah, he definitely did his... Listen, he's a dude that I would want to be with. I need a real man like... Well, I'm sorry. I don't need a real man. All right, friends. But I'm talking my talk because it's the truth. But if I did want a man, not saying that I'm a dragon or lesbianic. No, I'm a straight lady. I'm your yanti. Not saying, friends, that I'm looking for anything, but literally if I was, it's that type of energy that I want to see. And a man that, says that he wants to be, my husband or my helpmate. Yeah. And he wasn't aggressive. He wasn't provoking. He was calm, cool, and collective, and he handled his business. That's what I expect out of a man. Yeah, the same qualities that I seen in my own dad. Yeah, shout out to David Sykes. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah, Big Sykes, Big Brooklyn. Yeah, that part. Yeah, Big Sykes. David. Yeah. But anyway, friends, I'm going to show y'all the clip, and you guys and gals can discern whatever you want to discern. But again, my thoughts, my words, my whole video title is Never Judge a Book by its cover, because I thought that this young man was just, and he's not a young man, he's maybe my age, I don't know, I'm 45. He got a little grin in his beard, which is so cute. I don't know. Maybe he could be 45. Maybe he could be my sister's age. She's 50. Who knows? But maybe we're still peers. And so at the end of the day, shout out to you, Queen's Flip. I thought you were Trini, actually. And then when I saw the video, Milky was saying, oh, you're Haitian and Jamaican. I was like, oh, Jamaican? Haitian? Jamaican? Haitian? Respect to all people, because we all are divine souls. Anyway, so friends, give me about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I'm going to come back with the video from Queen's Flip. He was on Eastern Parkway. This is the Labor Day Parade, the world famous Labor Day Parade in Brooklyn, New York. And so never judge a book by its cover, friends, because guess what? I judged that man, Queen Split. I thought he was a total lame. I thought he was a total bozo. And it wasn't the fight, it wasn't any of that. It was the man's character, his demeanor, his his adab, yes, and Islam. Yeah, shout out to all of my brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, it was his adab. And that was before the melee. That was before the debauchery. That was before anything. It was that man's adab. So for y'all, go do y'all history. Go learn. Go get cultured, friends. I'm going to come right back with the whole altercation with Queen Split with some bum douchebag. And by the looks of him, I don't think he was from Brooklyn. He could have been from out of town, or he could have been from the Bronx. Meaning that he could have been from out of town. No shade to the Bronx, but I'm just saying, as a Brooklynite, Bronx, yeah, it's always given a forgotten borough, and it's always given the lowest of the low. And I say that statistically speaking. I don't say that from my own opinions. No. The views and the opinions of New Life Revolution, yeah, are not always the views and opinions of New Life Revolution. They come from the divine. Yeah. Stay tuned, friends. I'll be back. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Welcome, friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to everyone that's checking in on my life. I know it's been a while, friends. Well, it's been several days. But listen. Happy autumn, friends. I mean, I know autumn has not officially began, but I mean, we're in the, it's upcoming, right? And so we don't have to wait for it to arrive to celebrate. Happy Wednesday, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is New Life, Raw Evolution. Our mission is to engage and raise the consciousness of the collective. Let me say that again. The sole purpose and mission of New Life Raw Evolution is to engage and raise the consciousness of the collective. Welcome everyone, divine feminines, my divine masculines, divine souls. All my friends that are checking in with higher consciousness. All of my friends that are emerging consciousness. All of my friends that are in the process of being conscious. Welcome. Shout out and salute to you. Yeah. Shout out to all my glitches in the matrix. Yes. Yes. We no longer salute. We no longer live by the fact of being the change we want to see in the world. No. We are now the glitch that we want to see in the matrix. Yes. Become the glitches that you want to see in the matrix. It's no longer the change that we want to see in the world. It's to become a glitch in the matrix. Meaning that we do not acquiesce. Meaning that we do not conform. Meaning that we are the resistance. The question to 1984 is 1776. Do not tread on me. This is New Life Raw Evolution. There is a war going on outside. There's a war going on outside. It's for our minds and our divine and sovereign rights. Are you a part of the resistance, or are you a sheep waiting to be slaughtered? We are the resistance. Welcome to everyone checking in on this broadcast on September 3rd, 2025. We are the resistance. Welcome, friends. Rebellion to tyranny is obedience to God. Let's say that again. Rebellion to tyranny is obedience to God. You look up those very words. Yes, this is New Life Revolution. Welcome, friends. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope that everyone has had a wonderful Wednesday. Hope you friends had even a better holiday. And I hope that all is well with you and your families and your friends and your community. Yeah, we're going to take a brief intermission to play a little tune. Welcome, friends. Yeah, this is The Struggle by my brother, Young Ace. Yeah, let's get to that. Shout out to my big brother, Zip with the Drip. Queens. Sorry, Zip was like, yeah, he made people stop saying Queens in jail. But Zip, I'm a civilian and I'm a lady, and you're not going to stop me from saying Queens. I'm going to say Queens anytime I want. I love you, big bro. Big brother from another mother. Yeah. Welcome, friends. Happy Wednesday. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It's a beautiful time to be alive, like literally. And you know what? Let's start when I'm good. You know what? Shout out to all my friends on the live that will be checking into this live, that will see this video after it's gone live. And listen, all I want to know to all of my subscribers, divine ones, conscious ones, the collective, that we're good. Let's get to that, friends.
Hey, it's like a breath of fresh air. Sways, what up? Sway, what's good, my nigga? Flag City, the black bandana boy. Yup, just left the. I ain't talking about the car sales. I'm doing business, man. Trying to build a cartel. Grams, coke, dope, hardware. I gotta eat out here, happy and broke smell.
Yeah.
Cops kicking in the fucking door.
Shout out to everybody doing good. Let's go. This is a brief intermission, friends. Hope everyone that sees this video, that you're doing good. Welcome, 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 friends. Happy Wednesday. This is New Life Revolution. It's a breath of fresh air. Listen, my platform is a breath of fresh air. Nothing like this on these YouTube streets. Let's go, y'all.
I ain't talking about the car sales. I'm doing business, man, trying to build a cartel. Grams, coke, dope, hardware. I gotta eat out here, happy and broke smells. Cops kicking in the fucking door. I got a couple keys, trying to get a couple more. You wonder why I'm stunting? Well, that boy was poor. Now I twist kush with your fucking whore. You making plans to go to South Beach. I'm in a foreign land getting some mouthpiece. Overlooking the city, the balcony. I'm filled with ambition and still you doubt me. Either I'ma make it or I die trying. Nigga, you gon' fake it, you should die lying. I'm in the business that's yellow and coke buying. I'm only a pup, no retiring. No time soon for me. Won't catch me dancing around. That's coonery. Tight pants acting a clown. That's soon to be. Over, I'm backing you down. I brought the coon with me. Talk greasy, but I live all loud and I ain't worried about your artist, nigga. They gon' rap. Hardest nigga hate on that. I ain't lying, you a liar, nigga, they all facts.
Happy Wednesday,
On the roof
friends.
bumping, isn't it ironic? Hot tub love,
Rest
send
in
another
peace
gin
to
and tonic.
Swin from
I
Queens.
spent about 1,000 on the
Wherever you
chronic.
are
You
in
ain't
the
got a
universe,
passport,
brother.
you be hard pressed to find it.
Salute.
Use condos for walk-in closets. Keep 8 bitches, that's for menages. Swimming pools, 4-car garages. I spend money till these bitches get nauseous. They treating me like a chubby Todd Smith. I be on the G-board, but I be on my G shit. Riding in the PJs, and I ain't talking projects. When you cop it brand new, it's no Carfax. Jury game so slick, Rick, no Carfax.
Sleeping in the drought, my mattress is full. Why shouldn't I be out?
I'm good. I'm good. Tell us, Divine One. New Life Revolution. We're good. Yeah.
My rims match, but they tell you
We're good. You know why we're good? Because we know who we are. And who we are, we're divine. Yeah. Shout out to Divine Masculine. My Divine Feminine. Love you, friends. Y'all already know what's going on. Yeah. That's higher consciousness. It's New Life Revolution. If you didn't know, like Biggie said, now you know. Love you, friends. All right. We're done with that. I'm gonna come back with the video, show you guys the whole Queen Flip thing. Let you guys and gals decide for yourself. But again, the title of this live, never judge a book by its cover, because I did that. And now I'm adult enough, I'm wise enough, I'm mature enough, and I'm honest enough to say, you know what? Guess what? It really rings true. Do not judge a book by its cover, because I judged this man according to what I saw, not knowing the whole gist, but like many of us do, you know, we just take something and run with it without really exploring, without really doing your due diligence, without putting in time and energy to find out all the information that you need or is required to really understand someone. You think you can look at someone for 6 months, a year, 3, 4, 5 years, especially on the TV or on the internet, and you think you know someone? How delirious. How very presumptuous. Not even presumptuous, how very unintelligent. Like, I gotta be honest, friends. It's weird. And so, to see the dynamics, I'm just like, wow, it's the weirdest thing. But people really have like low level of engagements, meaning that people are really not really smart. They're not emotionally and intellectually and spiritually sound. And so they kind of flutter around, and you know, they're very reactive, they're very over emotional, they're very short span when it comes to matters and situations and experiences and just things that are outside of the four corners of their small brains. And so I say all of this to say that shame on me, but it's a learning experience, and I'm very grateful, and I always known better, you know, but my energy, you know, it's not like I tried to read this man, but I was just like, oh, he's just lame, he's just corny. Yeah, and how dare me? Who am I to look at someone and be like, oh, he's corny, oh, he's lame? Okay, he might, it may not be my cup of tea, it may not be something that I find funny or entertaining, but you know, it's just another it's just another lesson, friends, that you know, we always just save our reservations and judgments, save them, because the last thing we want to do is make false judgments and assumptions, right? Because then we already you know, exposed, you know, we already effed up the whole bag at that point. You understand? And you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube once it's already been, you know, once it's been squeezed out, you know? And so that's why, friends, I said just use that analogy. Once the tooth, listen, the milk spilling, yeah, the cat could lick it up. A paper towel could get it up, right? Old dirty t-shirt, rag, some old dirty drawers. But I want to go to the analogy of the toothpaste. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, literally, you can't get it back in. I mean, come on. Let's just be honest. And so I'm saying all of that to my conscious ones, and I'm using that as an analogy. And it's a figurative type of language of speech, but literally what I'm saying is that it's important that you hold back and always kind of give yourself time and space. You understand? Because once you pop off, you jump off, you hit the go, then it's go. And certain situations, like the toothpaste out of the toothpaste tube, it cannot go back in. So I'm saying that to say, friends, be wise. All right? Anyway, friends, give me about another 2 minutes and I'm going to come back with the Queen's Flip video. Again, I don't know if Queen's Flip will ever see this video. He probably won't. But shout out to any one of Queen's Flip's fans. I am now a Queen's Flip fan. I haven't subscribed to his channel, but I will. Just because of, you know, what I saw in him and the man I saw in him, the divine that I saw in him. And listen, at the most crazy place, at his most vulnerable, not saying anything like that, but friends, listen, I can't go too deep because, you know, I have to take into consideration that, you know, many people are just not educated. Many people have not been so well traveled. Many people are not well versed, you know, and so I have to take into consideration. But those that know. But shout out to Queen's Flip. Shout out to Milfy. Shout out to Woody. Shout out to the cameraman. Shout out to everybody in the crew. Shout out to JR. I don't even know about that Queen's Flip had a son, but everyone was asking about his son, JR. Shout out to JR. And I think he mentioned his daughter. I don't remember her name, but shout out to Queen's Flip. Him, his family, and his community, his friends. I mean, you know, it was just so much positive energy. And the good is always going to outweigh the bad, obviously. And so, and another reason, friends, in life, in addition to not judging a book by its cover, always understand that, you know, even though you may be faced with a lot of opposition and maybe darkness that you may deem or negativity, trust me, the good and the light and the positive will always outshine. All right? I said that. All right, let's get to one more positive song and then we're going to get into the content, and we're flying the coop tonight. We're going to log off. Okay, so this is another song by my brother, Changed Up. Yeah, shout out to Young Ace. Shout out to Best Eye. Shout out to Bayshawn. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone. Yeah. How many of my divine ones? The game changed up. Yeah. Because we're awake right now. Yeah. We're rejecting the matrix. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Even if you're not in the change, you're approaching the change. You want to change. Yeah. Shout out to everybody.
So the game changed up.
Life
And I ain't changed up.
Everybody
Thank
that's
God
changing.
every day I wake up. Me, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm changed up. The game changed up, and I ain't changed up. I thank God every day I wake up. I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday.
Cause I be getting mine, getting it. So I keep a cool now, try to take mine. You want it, I'm giving it. I ain't playing nigga, cause they put me a loser. Rain on it, I never miss a Medulla. Turn it into stone without Medusa. 650 and I'm riding with a cougar. Young Gates out one base. G'd
Shout
up,
out
made
to all
wrong,
my
but
conscious
rap,
ones
get a day job, you
that
dudes
are
hard, I won't change up. Still the same, but I got my cake
that's
up.
how the
You
game
niggas
changed
couldn't go
up.
get a shake
We're no
up.
longer in the
80, but that
matrix.
trap and me picking
Yeah,
that weight
the
up.
game
And them
changed
haters
up.
started hating,
We
I'm
went
fucking
from
they
the
main sluts.
matrix
I'm stuck in the main truck, cracking them bricks down and
to
scraping the
real
plate
life.
up. Quarters from my town, I'm busting the place up. Bucking you all down, try getting me cased up. Homie, shit'll get sprayed
The game
up.
changed up.
And I ain't change up.
Thank God every day I wake up.
Yeah, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm shake up. The game changed up, and I ain't change up. I thank God every day I wake up. Yeah, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Getting money like my birthday, you know I'm shake up.
I never changed, I'm the same seed, still hustle hard, still around with the king be, still going hard with the ball, selling games. I deserve a spot off the bench, don't reserve me. A little boy, yeah, I'm serving. 2 blocks, 4 shits burning. Getting mine on. Niggas ain't thinking about time off. Get the lines crossed, I'm taking your mind off. And taking your mom off. And taking your pops too. I'm shooting for crime boss, they sending the cops through. What the fuck am I gonna do? Bills on top of that, all the shit that I'm going through. It's real, nigga, no budget for young gays. No deal on the table, no label in my face. Grinding till they give me a new space. But till then I'm moving this tan weight. In and out of the damn state, nigga.
Game changed up, and I ain't changed up.
We thank the divine. Yeah, every day we wake up. Yeah, we grateful. Yeah, we got the attitude of gratitude. Yeah.
Thank God every day I wake up.
Yeah, I'm on my grind every day I wake up. Yeah, shout out to the divine. Shout out to the collective. Shout out to all my conscious ones. We're here. Yeah, friends, subscribe to my channel. We are the collective. Happy Wednesday, friends. Good evening, divine feminine, divine masculine. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live, friends. Yeah, you just heard a song by my brother, blood brother, same mom, same dad. The game changed up. Yeah, I got one more song, friends, while I get the video together for you, friends. And then, listen, the video, I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to come back with maybe a 5-minute commentary, and then we're out of here. Scotty is going to beam us out of here. Yeah. Respectfully, friends. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy holidays for all of my friends getting off of holiday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, friends. We're going to play one more song by my brother, Young Ace. This is actually the first song that I wanted to play, but now it happens to be the third, but they said the best is last. This is The Struggle by my brother, Young Ace. Shout out to Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, Nostrand Avenue, Gates Avenue, Putnam Avenue, Madison Avenue, Macon Avenue, Halsey Avenue, Hancock. Yeah, big Nostrand Avenue. Nostrand in St. Mark's, Nostrand in Dean, Nostrand in Prospect, Nostrand in Sterling. It's always been Nostrand Avenue, from the side to the heights. Big Brooklyn. Welcome, everyone. This is New Life Revolution. Don't mind me, friends. I'm just feeling a little egocentric right now. All right? Yeah, y'all go do y'all homework on that. Let's get into my brother, The Struggle. Yeah, because every day it's a struggle, right, friends? Especially for my divine ones, especially for my conscious ones. We still have to operate within this matrix. It's a struggle. Let's hear what my brother got to say about it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's a struggle, y'all, every day. We going from hopeless to focus, yes. Because as sheep in the matrix, we were hopeless. Now we got consciousness. We're focused. Let's get to that. Yeah. Shout out to my brother, Young Ace. Yeah. Shout out
It's
to
like-
Pesci, Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy.
I be telling these
Yeah.
niggas this shit, yeah.
Shout
I
out
be
to
trying to put these
Mano.
niggas on the game.
Hustle hard.
Yeah.
Shout
You
out to
can't
the
really tell these
fam.
niggas nothing, though. It's the high life, though.
Yo,
Black
I
Flag
gave
City.
y'all prophecy my first and y'all lame like my pain just really wasn't enough. Like my flame propane wasn't enough. And them tracks left me pop man recording and stuff. Right. So I'm back to recording the cuts. This is part 2. From hopeless to focus, just to start new. Or a new start down and let the two spark. Leave you in your crew chalk. We be giving dudes all got the audacity. Spitting that blasphemy. That's trash to me. I'm in the field, one still, no mask for me. And I'm still black flag and stop asking me about Maine. I trap still and got pain. My son here just
Shout out
ring
to
the
my
door,
big
bring the
brother,
migraine.
Big
The front
Virgo.
line, I got goons. This nigga Maine made a
Big
million off
Virgo
the
energy.
nigga. He the
Yeah.
have
Shout
not.
out to Mano. Shout out to all my Virgos. Gone and here. Eddie Winehouse. Nas coming up. Beyonce.
He gon' shine.
NJ. Kobe. Yeah. And the other plethora of Virgos. Gone and here.
My mom's passed.
And my
It's way
mother. Shout out to my mom.
too. So a nigga back crying again. No lie, man, I'm sick of that.
August 30th. Yeah,
Trying
Big
again, but I
Virgo.
can hear Sway
My
saying
birthday
keep
was
trying
August
again.
24th.
It's tricky.
Big
My life, no
Virgo.
budge on the coke price, no
Yeah.
plug for the dope life. You can't stay afloat, right? It's hot on
Shout
the
out to
cold nights. I'm
everybody.
going through it. I'm you. So I
Especially
came
my
up with this
friends
song
that
for you
lost
to
a
grind
mother.
to and get your grind right.
Yeah.
Shine on.
And
I'm
when her
like, how
birthday
could they
come
go
around,
left? I thought they had their
y'all
mind
already
right. I
know what
roll
it
one
is.
fuck stress, cause that's a waste of time,
Yeah.
right? Kev told me I'm a shine.
Yeah,
And I'm
let's
still
bring it back.
black flag and stop asking me about Maine. I trap still and got cane. My son here just ring the door,
No
bring the
lies.
migraine. The front
Revolution.
line, I got goons. This nigga Maine made a million off of iTunes. Nigga,
We the have-nots. Yeah, friends.
You see my struggle,
Well,
bro.
my have-nots.
Now y'all can tell me
All
that I'm
my conscious
hustling.
ones. Yeah.
From the bottom mouth, he gon' shine. That mean that rough.
Happy Wednesday, friends. Happy Wednesday.
My mom's passed and Sways too. So a nigga back crying again. No lie, man, I'm sick of that trying again. But I can hear Sway saying keep trying again. It's trippy. My life, no budge on the coke price, no plug for the dope life. You can't stay afloat, right? It's hot on them cold nights. I'm going through it. I'm you. So I came up with these songs for you to grind to.
This is real shit,
The grind
y'all.
right, shine on.
My
I'm right.
friend.
How could they go left? I thought they had their mind right.
Shout
I
out
rolled
to
one
my
fuck
big
stress,
sister,
cause that's a waste
Gloria
of time.
Frank.
Like Kev told me I'ma
Shout out to my
shine
niece
bright
and
like
Morocco,
PCs with a good cut.
Naya.
Full chrome wheels on a good truck.
Morocco
Good luck,
friends,
thinking I'ma
that's
give
in
up.
Africa,
Rap
yeah.
don't look up. It's back to the track with the cook up. And if you in the hustling, we can hook up.
You see my pain, you see my struggle, bro.
Double growth.
Now y'all can tell me that I'm hustling.
Hustle what?
Day and night, from the bottom mouth, we gon' shine. That mean that rough.
We grind up, go to pain that phantom. They can't stop, we show they gon' fix all that I know. We grind up, go to pain that phantom. They can't stop, we show they gon' fix all that I know.
Oh my goodness, friends. I gotta show the Queen's Flip. I got to show the Queen's Flip. That's what the content is about. I got to show that Queen's Flip. Alright. Let me go over here and
Hey, hold on.
Alright, they just
Hold on. I didn't know you. But now you want to move that front. Don't give a fuck about Queen's Flip.
Hold on.
We're not doing
No,
nothing.
we
You're
gotta
not
go
doing
back.
nothing.
Hold on.
So,
They're going right to it.
what's
Don.
good, baby? How you doing, bro? You alright? Yo. I ain't gonna lie right now. You not the celebrity.
Look.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't know you. But now you want to move that front. Don't give a fuck about Queen's Flip. We're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. So don't touch me. You're not doing nothing. He saw. I said call him. So call him. Touching me. Don't touch. Never touch you. I'm trying to get to my man.
Nah, this is not Queen's Queen's Flip. Hold on, friends. Hold on. That's not Queen's Flip. Is that Queen's Flip? No. I gotta go to Queen's Flip. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. I got the wrong thing. Alright, let me go back. Because I want to go to Queen's Flip, his actual channel. Alright, so give me a second. Yeah, because I was like, I'm not giving no podcasters. And respect to all the podcasters, but I'm not doing that. I want to go to the source, period. Alright, so was that there or was that before he got sprayed? Let's see. I think it was like 11 something that the people had it down as. Let's see. Sorry, friends. See, I should have had the video queued up. But they said it was like what? Oh no, it was at like 11. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to start the video at about, let's do it at about 7, lucky 7. Let's do 7:02. Alright, so y'all gotta pay attention.
Queen Flip, we in the building. Got CJ here. Got Big B. He gave his real name Brandon. Name is B.
I wanna be
Big money. Big money, yeah, exactly. Let's, gang. Yeah.
Let me just keep it here. That's the guy, Queen's Flip, right there. His bodyguard is there with the black hoodie, and that's Milfy, the baddie that he got with him. All right, friends, that's context right there. And so they're chilling. They're at the Labor Day Parade in Brooklyn, the world famous Labor Day Parade, Eastern Parkway Labor Day Parade that happens every year. So this man, you know, before, you know, as I'm watching the video, seeing his energy, I realized that this man is cool as Flip. Well, his name is Flip, but he's cool as Flip.
Yeah.
And so let's watch.
Let's get a pick and shit real quick. Yeah, come on, let's do it.
I don't want to get the bottom video in there, friends. I don't want to get that. Here, I feel like.
No problem, bro. Yeah, hell yeah, come on.
You see, people are asking him for his picture, and he's cool as a feather. He's cool as a fan. Sorry, friends.
Come on, bro.
I'm working with my left hand. It happens to be
I'm waiting
my
for Woody.
weaker
Where Woody
hand.
at? Okay. It's a lot of people here.
His bodyguard is right there. And that's Milfy.
I thought he was by the McDonald's.
That's Milfy. You see Milfy? A nice, beautiful young lady. A baddie. She was with all the action. I don't represent violence, but she had.
Tell him send your location. It's about to get crazy with the location.
So this is when they first arrived. This is like
Queen Flip, we in the building.
Early.
Mike is good, right, CJ?
Monday morning.
Shot Mike, boss.
This is Queen's Flip. And then guys, perhaps I'll do a video on Queen's Flip. And so for many of you that may not know, you'll understand who he is. He's a content creator, but initially his content was about pranks and spoofs and
don't let the sun overexpose, look.
You know,
yeah,
but he's a humble man. And watching this video, my spiritual energy was able to discern that this is a very good man, a very solid man. Shout out to Queen's Flip. Shout out to him, his family, his friends. Yeah. If I can get my left hand to be a little steady. Yeah, friends, I don't want to keep this. I want you friends, I gotta fast forward it to the fight. All right, but we coming up to it. It's coming. You see? All right, hold on. Let's go back.
Alright, salute.
And my content is not about the fight, but I'm just saying, listen, look at the man energy before all of that. Look how people are coming up to him, wanting to acknowledge him, show him love. And it was in these very moments that I was like, wow, this guy is different.
You don't know where they at.
This guy ain't just, there's more than meets the eye.
That's crazy.
Transformers, remember friends, back in the day? For all my 80 babies.
For him.
Yeah. Transformers, more than meets the eyes.
And there's no service now.
Yeah, it was more than meets the eyes. Oh my God. There's another thing that I want to bring up. You heard what he said? There's no service. Why was there no cellular service at this parade? This is something deeper than even me acknowledging who Flip is. The very fact that multiple people reported that they had no cell phone coverage, including Queen's Flip, including his female friend, Milfy, and even a lot of other parade goers. They tried to exchange numbers, make phone calls, and they had no coverage. Why were parade goers, why was their coverage blocked? Why? Let's stop right there. All right, friends, listen. I can't go any longer with the video. I promise you, friends, I got to keep it up because, listen, Labor Day was just Monday. Tomorrow's going to be Thursday, so everything is still fresh. I got some content with Kelly Price that you friends already probably going to hear. But what's more alarming than me understanding that Queen's Flip was just a hell of a cool cat was the fact of the matter that not only himself, but many parade goers complained and experienced no cell service. That doesn't make anybody just a little bit suspicious? Why would they have hundreds upon thousands of gatherers and suddenly people do not have cell service? Let me find out that not only was this the Labor Day parade, but somehow this was also a false flag was hidden amongst the parade and the holiday. That let's test, let's cut off everybody's cell phone coverage. In the event that it's a mass catastrophe, right? There's a mass disruption in society. Since when do we lose cell phone coverage? And this has been very subtle. Very subtle. These are the things, friends, that we have to really tap into. Even though we want to be celebratory, even though we want to celebrate holidays and acknowledge friends, we have to tap into our higher consciousness. These parades, these social gatherings, this is a part of the matrix. I've never heard of anyone's phone, tens of hundreds of people reported no cell coverage. Why? Why? In an urban neighborhood when the towers are like more profound and more accessible than in a rural town. We're not driving on the back skirts of Fire Island in Long Island on Oyster Bay. We're not in the, we're not driving through the Bronx, heading up north, and we get intertwined in a little bit of No, we're in an urban city, and suddenly everyone's phone is not getting cell phone coverage. I don't know about you, friends. I don't know anyone that went to the parade. But if you have any friends or family that went to that parade that was supposed to send you video, go live, and they weren't, please, I would love to hear from you. We are the collective. Because I know what I saw, even on the Queen's Foot video. I had to see, no lie, at least 50 people that I heard. Off camera, the camera picked it up. People saying they had no cell phone coverage, meaning that even if a call came in, it dropped. Flip got a phone call, and within about less than 20 seconds, that thing dropped. I don't know, but I find that to be not a little suspicious, but very much suspicious. Anyway, friends, I'm out of here. Happy Wednesday. Hope you friends had a wonderful time. Hope that anything that you heard on my channel, it elicited a thought. It prompted something. You felt a certain type of way. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's all about thought, conscious thought. So shout out to all of my subscribers, obviously, first and foremost. But shout outs to my first time viewers, looky-loos, passerbys, whatever you are, whatever you identify as. This is New Life Revolution. Friends, until next time, y'all know what it is. We are divine. Stay in the light, because the light is what we are. If you didn't know, now you know. Until next time, friends. Love you, friends. But don't forget, for more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. Get into the higher consciousness. You're better than that. You're better than you. You're more than you think you are. But guess what? We're here. We're the collective. Come on in, friends. Come on in. Anyway, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And check in with your friends, family, and peoples that went to this Labor Day Parade 2025 in Brooklyn, New York. Let me know their experiences with their cell phone. Please, please, and thank you in advance. Leave a comment. Do whatever you got to do, friends. I need to know. We are the collective. Each one teach once. We collaborate. That's how we're able to grow. Until next time, friends, stay in the light. Love you. Bye.